Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
What was the next biggest storyline in college basketball on this Saturday?
I mean, the Sparty's back, right? Tom Izzo's back. Like, you had him fired. You had his career over. You were talking about how this was the end of the Tom Izzo era in Michigan State. You were ready to put him out to pasture, Rob Dauster.
You're joking, but you actually said last night that Mark Few, the end of the Gonzaga era is over. So there's a bunch of people in the chat right now. They're like, is Goodman going to say that the end of the Michigan State era is over right now? Is Tom Izzo trying to retire?
I didn't listen to clarify, RC, while I have you on here. I never said the Mark Few era is over. What I said was, is Gonzaga?
You put him on the hot seat, RC.
Are they going to be what Gonzaga has been talent-wise ever again, which is the Jalen Suggs and the Chet Holmgrens and those guys? I don't know if that's ever going to be the case. We'll see, but that's valid. Trust me. I feel pretty good about saying that, okay? As far as Michigan State is concerned, like, listen, we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for this. Like, I said it last night, Rob. Remember, we talked about the lines in these games, and I said, like, this one scares the shit out of me because the other thing with Baylor was, who had they really beaten? Who had they really beaten that you looked at and you were like, okay, they beat Auburn. Yeah, good win, but like Auburn's not great. And they beat them the first game of the year, and that was a real close game, if you remember, that they could have lost in Sioux Falls. But it's not like Baylor was super tested to this point with really tough games. And Michigan State, listen, Tom Izzo does some pretty good work with his back against the wall here and getting his kids motivated. They played, they came out, and they smacked Baylor right from the outset. It was, a bunch of kids that had heard, how bad they've been. Now, you should have heard that even earlier in the year. But again, I think it was a combination of things lined up that, again, Michigan State was hungry. Baylor hadn't really been tested yet in Detroit, and exactly what the doctor ordered for Spartans fans.
Yep. RC, what happened with Michigan State? Like, how did they get this going? Was it just they finally saw some threes go down early and they were able to get hot?
Yeah, they made shots today. I'm not going to say they're back yet, but this is what we thought we'd see from a team that was preseason fourth team in the country. So they just played like the preseason fourth team in the country today. And before I say they're officially back, I want to see if they can pull out wins when they're not shooting 60% from the floor and 60% from three, because that's not what they're going to do all year long. So Tyson Walker was just, the first half was just lights out. The backcourt, the guard play for Michigan State, A.J. Hoggard and these guys, Atkins, they couldn't have played any better to start the game. So when they're not making shots like this and they pull out these caliber wins, then I can say they're back. But I'm not ready to say that yet. They just play like the team, just like we thought Purdue probably played at their A game. I think we saw Michigan play their A game, and that's something we hadn't seen all year.
That was better than their A game. There's got to be something then like it was their A++. It was their A+ with extra credit on the final exam game is what we got.
But that's why we had fourth in the country,
Yeah, and they needed it badly too. They were 4 or 5 coming into this game, and their only win over a team that was top 300 on KenPom was against Butler. And I don't know if any of us are fully buying Butler. I think Butler's good. I don't know if we're fully buying Butler as anything more than just like pretty good. And this is what Michigan State has left in their non-conference: Oakland, Stony Brook, Indiana State. Indiana State's sneaky good, but that's not something where it's going to really pop off the page if they get a win like that. So they really, really, really needed this win.
If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, use the bonus code FIELD200 and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly when placing your first wager of at least $10 with BetMGM. Here's what you got to do. Download the BetMGM app. Sign up using the bonus code FIELD200. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game regardless of sport. You will receive $200 in bonus bets regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure that you use the bonus code FIELD200 when you sign up. And remember, BetMGM is now available under one wallet in select states. As a New Jersey resident, this is super convenient for me when I have to go cover games in New York or Philly. When crossing state borders, just log into your existing account instead of having to create new accounts in each state that you go to. And most importantly, I got to let you know, we do have some fun stuff coming up for this college basketball season. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boosts, my personal favorite, parlay odds boosts. So download the BetMGM app today.
I will say
they guarded. Rob, they guarded. That's what they did too. Like they made shots, RC. You're right.
But they've been guarding all season long. They're a top 10 defensive team. Like their issue hasn't been on that end of the floor. The issue that they've had has been they're not making threes. They don't look like they have any confidence. They don't look like they have any continuity. They don't quite know what to do with their 5 spot yet. They really haven't figured that out. Jaden Akins hasn't really gotten things going yet. AJ Hoggard has not played great so far this season. Hoggard had 14 to 5 assists today. Tyson Walker was his usual unbelievable self. He's been awesome this season. And the guys off the bench like Trey Holloman, Jeremy Fears, Coen Carr had some ridiculous dunks. I think the best thing about this win for Michigan State is that their next 3 games are very winnable. And then they get into Big Ten play, and they start out with Penn State and Northwestern. Like they can reel off 5 in a row here without really having to challenge themselves all that much. And I think that's exactly what they need. Because my read on this was it was as much confidence, especially offensively, as anything else. So I think that this is they needed a performance like this to kind of exercise some demons. And now they're able to kind of build on that and get a little continuity by winning a couple of other games here. I got another one for you. Okay, so go ahead, RC.
No, I was going to say this. Let's be honest. They needed this win because I don't know if any of us are sure how good the Big Ten is going to be and how many. This isn't the same Big Ten as it was a year ago. So they're not going to have as many games like this and opportunities like this from a resume standpoint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
hey, Rob,
for sure. Like they needed this win.
I guess I'm no longer allowed to call it the Little 10 after today, supposedly. Because of what they did today. I mean, look at it. Purdue beats Arizona. Ohio State beats UCLA. Michigan State beats Baylor. Indiana fights with Kansas. So I can't call it the Little 10 today. Can't do it.
That's where Indiana is right now as a basketball program. Michigan State lands this incredible win. Purdue lands this incredible win. Ohio State beats a blue blood. And Indiana has a really, really impressive moral victory where they still lost after being up by 13 points.
You got to take what you can get right now.
You got it, man.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field 68 content.